So let me ask you:
They
do
don't
you
read
read?
between the lines.
They don't. Do you? I know you read, right?
I do read. I read articles and books, preferably smart. But I throw my political books in there every now and again.
I've always kind of been one of them people that say like, "Oh, I don't really read books. I only really read comics and graphic novels and shit." But comic books and graphic novels are books. Um, like, and you dissect them in the same way that you would dissect like a actual novel. And with that being said, I've been lying. I've been reading my whole life. With that, because you probably had this been said to you before. Like, oh, comic books aren't real books. They are real books. They just have pictures.
They are real books.
And I think one of the cool things, to me, like preferably, I prefer graphic novels and comic books because I'm one of those people that can't really picture the text in my head. So like reading regular novels, especially if it's something that's dense, it's like kind of slow for me. Though I can like read like medical text or like read like college level writing and stuff, but like those are not things that I read regularly. Stuff that I read regularly, like I read like fan fiction and articles and like blog posts and like manga and type shit. So yeah.
That's a good list. That's the basics.
So I do got a question for you, right? To like bring it back to how you was talking about how things are in America, right? So I've noticed, at least on my feed, I don't know how your feed is, but since I found myself lately like right smack in the middle of like fandom spaces, right? Specifically like Naruto spaces or whatever, right? So something that I've been noticing like within that space and even in like the creative writing space, like I've been kind of like dabbling in those circles. Like people are like real elitist a little bit, and I wonder how much of the elitist attitude is the reason why people are turned off by like reading, right? Because like I'll see stuff like, oh, if you want to write, like you can't just read romance novels, or you shouldn't just read it. You have to read everything. Realistically, if I want to be a writer, if I read all kinds of books, I have more things and ideas to pull from. But this whole idea of if you want to do that, you have to do this. Like, granted, I think telling somebody that wants to write to it's taking everything. I feel like that's a good tip, and it's a good way to tell somebody how to develop their craft. But then the logical side of me feels that way, right? But then I'm also thinking like, who the fuck are you to tell somebody what they should be reading and what they shouldn't be reading? Like, who made you the chosen one? Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
So like I think, and part of the problem is that I think people are on different like wavelengths with stuff, right? So like if I'm writing with the intentions of to become a professional writer, right? I want to publish books or whatever, or I want to be considered like a great writer. Then a person like that, I feel like they might be more open to critiques or whatever, right? You got some motherfuckers that's just writing because they want to have fun. Everything don't gotta be super fucking serious. Like, everybody doesn't have to be like super gun-ho about it, and I feel like those types of attitudes toward people keep people from wanting to try new types of stories and be part of different conversations and create certain things, because like this elitist mentality, I don't know if you've seen that, but I see that very fucking regularly, like especially because I'll be reading fan fiction and you got some motherfuckers that can write their ass off, and then you got some people that don't know what the fuck they're doing, and some of them people that don't know what the fuck they're doing, they want to get nice, and some people just want to tell a fucking story. Like, the same advice that you would give to a person that's trying to get better versus somebody that's just trying to tell a story, like, it's not the same game. You feel me?
Yeah, I get you.
And I think that's like wild. I'm like, just shut up. Like, if I ask you for feedback or help, then I feel like you should and you're able to give it. I feel like you should help people, but also like all advice is not good advice, or all critiques are not. Some people say they critiquing to be helpful, and they really not critiquing to be helpful. They're like just being dickheads about it. Like, and it's a lot of that rampant online, and I feel like that's turning a lot of the youth, maybe, and even adults. It's like kind of turning them away from stuff that or stories or whatever that could possibly like be life altering for them. Yeah.
You right.